It's Thursday. I don't know the date. I am, for my own sake, documenting my house and the condition it was left in. I've already picked up a lot of trash. I'm sure Arthur did too. But there's a lot of gaslighting that goes on. And I'm just doing this for my own sake. I've already picked up a lot of trash. Arthur has too, I'm sure. And the electricity's been cut off to my house. I called Edison to have it turned back on through a technicality, because they're saying my bill's $4,000, $4,500 or something. But my kids have a way of saying that they do a lot than they do, and which is fine. Like, I don't care about their perception of reality, but it does distort the reality. Like when my daughter moved in, she said the place was horrible, and she had to, her and her boyfriend, they had to fix it all. Like I had it messy, and I'm like, yeah, I don't remember that. But the more they say it, it's almost like it becomes true, and then I forget, And if I had done this when I first came in, then maybe I would be able to determine truth from fiction. And I'm just wetting it down, I don't even know why. I think it's just delirium, the madness, the insanity of the whole situation. Maybe it's cleansing, I don't know. This place is so destroyed. Not that it was ever perfect, mind you, because coming out of what this house went through, this beautiful house, there was a lot of destruction. My kids, me, abuse. A home could be a house of horrors. Crazy to flood out your house, but I think I'm livid. I'm beyond. And I understand, when you're moving, the kids had a lot to move. So, and I know houses get messy with moves. And houses get lived in. I'm still in my car, not in my own house. Now I have no electricity. Literally, yeah, I'm touched. I'm touched. actually sounds oddly fun right now to clean, but it's not wise. I got the 10-day notice to respond to the eviction summons. 10-day notice. 2 days have already been up. Arthur's here, but he doesn't do things like that. He uses men don't handle things like that. They take care of business. And when he uses those, men don't do this, and it's like, it's that male chauvinist shit that my dad always does. You know, women, it's always putting women down. The way they can talk, like, it's easier when you're not taking responsibility and when you're not doing shit, how easy it is to put down shit. And you can pick and choose whatever stuff you want to do. And then get that accomplished, but it diminishes my motivation because of the stuff I know I need to do. Then here I'm doing shit like this. But maybe I think I just need to release some tension. I'm tired of getting fucked around. I'm tired of allowing it. You know, I opened the door for this. I let my daughter move in. Yeah, I was lonely. And nobody wants to clean, but after everything I did, you know, there's no courtesy, there's no concern, there's no appreciation. They lived here free for 3 years, including Arthur. I'm just a stupid kid. This is my fault. And this is what I allow. And that's why I'm an idiot. This is my doings. This house could have been something, and then look what it got me. I'm sleeping outside in my own house. I don't even have trash cans. For 2 years, I've been sleeping in a car. They were afraid of Ragnarok, which, okay, it's understandable. So, he was never allowed in the house to mix with their dogs. At first, I was denying it. I'm thinking they're over-exaggerating, but Ragnarok, he's very unpredictable. He can be so nice and so, playful like a puppy, and then fucking, turn and attack, even like a sweet, innocent child. Just come out like, rah! Honestly, ugly, scary out of nowhere. So, he is a loose cannon. But he's such a loose cannon, too, because he's always kept away from everybody. So, he never plays with the dogs or kids. He sees it, and I'm not giving him an excuse for it, but let's see if it changes, if he becomes, not like this, like a cast out. involving me goes through the winter. Because the intention is to keep me miserable and alone. It's control. I don't want to sound like I'm blaming, but I have an ex-husband who has tormented me my whole marriage. If anybody's been in an abusive marriage or experienced abuse, they're the only people who can truly understand how insidious someone that for 22 years, kicking someone of 22 years out and no longer being their punching bag. Really what I was to him is I regulated his emotions. That's all I was to him. I regulated his fucking emotions. My day consists of how he wakes up. If he's a tyrant or if he's in a good mood. If he's in a tyrant, then I keep everything clean, keep the kids away, keep the kids outside playing. That was my life. I've always appeased everyone in my life. My mom was very one that needed appeasing. My electricity went out. This house is old and wiring. My ex-husband, he was actually good at making things, repairing, but in all honesty, he Mickey Moused everything. So he was good at what he did, but he didn't do it the proper way. So things, I have no electricity, what I'm doing is I'm plugging in all the outlets to see what outlets work. Because for the longest time, forever, for years, we haven't had the outlets. So our outlets blew. Then my daughter said we were only down to 2 working outlets. But I don't know which 2 are working. My phone is dead. Arthur has a phone. I've been out in my car living. Oh my God. With no fucking electricity. God damn, I can't. I got the electricity turned back on, I didn't pay the $4,000 bill. I don't have shit in my name. I have nothing. But he asked me if anyone in the house was 65 years or older. I said no. Then it made me think, well, why? See, this is all trash that they could have nicely taken with them. I was going to say, that's a nice chain. It's my chain. But I got to think, well, why is he asking this question? See, everything in here could just be thrown away. I should have asked what. Oh God. And my daughter, I told her to just take. I'm just supporting the young. There's my phone doesn't work. Everything I need to do is on my phone. Arthur took off. I have his phone. This is what I'm recording with now. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta write. Everything's on the phone, and my phone's dead, and I can only charge it in the car, and I have no fucking chargers. My electricity's supposed to be on. I'm crumbling. Everything I should have fucking written it down. Why didn't I do that? What is wrong with me? Oh my God. I don't have anybody, and it's so sad. It's so wrong. And You know, in the end, you don't have anybody. I know this. But some people do. They have a husband or boyfriend. This is like a man's thing to take care of all this. And I'm tired of... I'm crumbling. I don't have a man that helps. Or even a friend that helps. Someone to talk to. That doesn't correct me. And just doesn't... I hate it when it's like I'm being... Like, I don't know if it's just... I'm just being a downer. I'm being a downer. That's all it could be, I bet. It's like, no, just be chill. But I'm not chill. You know, I'm not chill. I lost my kids. Like, I lost, two of my kids to a crazy man who gets them to believe that I'm all these horrible things. He got me to believe I'm all these horrible things, and now I'm plagued with this shit that he labeled me as. I'm just thought of as I'm nothing, like I'm crazy and I'm psycho. And how can someone not end up being psycho? But I don't... But how come not one turn psycho? All these dishes, it's like... They were all through the house. And it's not like it's a lot, but... It's the courtesy, maybe. And I'm not saying... My daughter's husband, he was busy moving the whole time. And she had the baby, but shoot. I don't even know what I'm upset about. You know, I'm upset because no one cares. You know, I'm an adult. I don't want my kids to take care of me. You know, I support everyone's marriage and independence and my own. Just, you know, are you okay, Mom? Just someone are you okay? And I get it. Maybe this is hard to talk to a grieving mom. Or, oh, I don't want to set her off. Probably, maybe, I'm sure I trauma dumped, maybe, I don't know. And that sucks because you hold everything in. And you think, I don't know, I know I trauma dumped. Especially with you, I know I trauma dumped. I'm just so tired. I can't keep up. Oh my God. And nobody believes in me. Nobody believes in me. And that shouldn't matter, right? When you have no friends, no family, no one to vent to, or to talk things over with, just to take you seriously, just like, oh, this, we should try this, or maybe this, or... I lost my house. And I've been delusional. I haven't been... I haven't been taking care of the things I should have. I haven't faced what I need to face. I should have been writing all this stuff. I'm not hating myself. I'm not blaming myself. I just can't. I just I've lived in this house since 1975. We're 25, 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015, 2020, 50 years. But I moved away some of the times. But I came back. But if I could, I know you don't get do-overs. But why not? Why not? You know, something's like, my son died and he's never coming back. I'll never see him again. And that whole vibe, that whole relationship, you know, you have with somebody, it's different with everyone. And I'll never feel that way again. And with his girlfriend, Jasmine, she's like a daughter-in-law. She lived with me for 8 years. That friendship, that bond, that you just don't get it back. But I guess everything changes too. Like my son, Adrian, we were so close, and now it's hard being a parent. It's hard. Because that little bit of time you get your kids full attention, and all they want is their parent, and it's fun. But too much of the ugliness got in the way. If I didn't have that ugly man in my life, my kids could have grown up without that kind of abuse. And if I just had one person to tell me it was abuse, and it sounds so stupid, and I'm not blaming anybody. Well, maybe my parents, maybe they could have at least said something, but, you know, the kids don't listen to their parents, so I'm not an idiot. It's the things I didn't know is what fucked me. I can't. Everything I have is on my phone, and my phone is dead. Arthur took off with my phone. I have his phone. I should just be getting ready, right? I still have to go to work. I think I'm just sad that I'm so delusional where I can't tell if people really care. Like, everybody can make friends, but not me. I'm always on the sideline just watching. I'm the photographer. I look through the camera and see the happy family. I'm not in the picture. And I don't put myself out there probably to be in the picture. Like, Arthur came and he's picking up his friends, and I can hear them all talking outside, and I'm thinking selfishly, like, I thought he's coming to help me. But he never helps me. Not on the things I need. And that's selfish, huh? Like, you know, I want to be in the group, but I'm not putting myself in the group. And it's conditioned. Because I was never, I'd get in trouble for being a part of the group. So I learned to stay small and be small.
And when I don't have those kind of people around, I don't know my limits. So I don't know that to be small. And now I'm alone, and I'm still probably needing that validation. Or just that belief. Or just to be listened to and heard. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm even thinking or talking about. I'm just so, I don't have the words to express how I feel. I'm just I just want to be safe and be seen and heard. And I know it to be true that it's possible because it's everything I feel that life is about. To just melt into someone's love and have them melt into mine. When in a crowded room, all they care to see is me. And once you lock eyes, it's like that certainty and that safeness and that, you know, it doesn't matter what happens because we have each other and we'll get through it and you're stronger together. And no matter what, the two together, you're 100%. Like, I may show up at 5%, but my partner comes at 95. My partner could come at, 15%, and I'm right there, an easy 85. And it's not like a reciprocity thing. It's just a breathing thing, and not, taking scores or not, let me just do a quickie just to get them off my back. No, to have passion and a thirst and a desire for a person that you love, where you just can taste them. Like, just touching them brings you chills and desire. And you could be doing something just so ordinary, and you look over, and the way he's watching you, like, it's beyond being seen. It's the look of love, and like anything you do can just be so cute and perfect and effortless and lovely, and just that's what I want. To be able to just stare into his eyes and just see forever, and see and know in your heart that those eyes are the truth, their sincerity, their love. And those eyes, I could never look into those eyes and feel betrayal or fear or uncertainty. And just saying my name or saying his name just feels so good. Just that love you feel when with the newborn baby. To look in those innocent eyes and just, oh, you feel that love and that you see forever. You see your future. You see your person. And you only want the best for them. And it's without even thinking, you know, and they do everything for you, you do everything for them. But it's not reciprocity, it's just breathing. And when you're with the wrong person, you're not yourself. You're not a good lover. You're not a good anything to them because you're not you. In fact, what I feel when I'm with the wrong person is that my being with them it not kills, but it a part of me feels dead. The part that infatuation and that love and that happiness, it's not there. And you be in it so long and it totally feels like it can convince you that it's you. Not that you're just with the wrong person. And it's nothing personal. It's not even the person. It's not that they took that from you. You know, you gave it to them. You know, if you're with the wrong person, it's because you chose to be that. You chose to numb your happiness, and you become a bitter person, resentful. And you can't love someone who doesn't love you, who doesn't. If it's the wrong person, they feel it too. They feel it too, because there's no way they can't. There's no way. You can't bring out your best and do for someone that you don't love. But you can't. It's betraying yourself. Then I'm sure you can't help but taking out on the wrong person, and they tried so hard to keep it, to try to get you to like them. I just know with me, it's not even a choice. My body rejects a person. I go into convulsions, or I squirm out, and it's not even intentional. And it looks cruel and intentional, but it's not. My body has just had enough. It had enough of my mind. I've betrayed myself so much, my body's like, no. And it's sad because all right now I need just companionship. I need, a friend and all that. But it's to the point now where it doesn't help. It doesn't mean anything if it's not someone who respects you or cares about you. It doesn't fill that void. It's not just a warm body. Because The emptiness doesn't change. In fact, it makes it feel worse. It's like having everything perfect. Everything that's perfect, like for the perfect party, all your favorite food and everything. And I don't know if that's a good analogy. Well, I know I lived on the beach in Port Hueneme. You look out my bedroom window and there's the beach, and it was beautiful. The whole landscaping of the whole Port Hueneme area was so beautiful. Everything was beautiful and perfect. It truly was. Bike paths were all just flowers and beautiful. Everything was just perfectly landscaped. But I didn't have anyone to share it with. I had my daughter, but I played with her all the time to keep her entertained, kind of like not Schindler's List, but Benicio Torres, I think that's his name, but he was in a movie about the Holocaust, and him and his son were in the Holocaust. I think it's A Beautiful Life. I don't really know. But the whole time he made it light, like he didn't let his kid know that, we're in a concentration camp. And he played and made light, and that's what I did. So my daughter wouldn't know, she had no friends. At the beach, I'd get her to play with kids and she'd have little friends, but everyone always went home, and so I was a big kid and her friend. But I didn't have any of that for me. I don't know why I just assume I always had friends. But now I don't really know the truth. Like a best friend, I don't know. A lot of my best friends were guys, and I lost them because they were guys. And I always came across as a cruel bitch in a sense, when all along they were my friend, and they would get mad at me because they were my friend. And the fact that they were my friend, I'd lose them, because to me they were my friend. And the whole time they were probably not even my friend. They were just like playing a role. Just to be close. That'd be ugly if it was just to sleep with me. That would be so ugly. That would be ugly, because it's, from a stranger it's different. From someone you love and care about, that knows everything about you, and my whole life it's probably just been a joke. Well, believe it or not, I feel better. I came down. If I would have recorded earlier, oh my God. I had a breakdown. Then I thought, I should record the house, because I know. And I'm not going to even show her to this, only if she'll say that. She said she came in and everything was a mess when she first came in. She said this years later. And I'm like, what? I thought we had everything all together. But this is the garage. And that's their washer and dryer, was there. With the water dripping, that's nice. Or maybe it doesn't stop dripping, I don't know. But this is,
This is, oh, and I gave her this bag. Oh my God, and she just leaves it. It's okay. Those are my shoes. Oh my Lord. Or are they my shoes? They look like my shoes, and I think I remember buying them, but fuck. Oh my God, those are my shoes. And that's why I don't, when I lend things out, I think that, oh, they're going to love them as much as I do. Look at that. That's my shoe too. And here I think, you know, I'm so delusional. My baby's shoes, and I know I bought her these shoes. My grandbaby's gone. And I feel fucked up because I should have done more. I just let, I don't know, I'm too much, oh, this was my fucking shoe. I'm too much into appeasing people. Oh my God. And I gave the baby this, and she said she loved it. See, then it makes me feel stupid. Because I'm trying to get stuff. Oh my God. I'm trying to, I want my shoe on my other shoe back. But this is living here, not paying rent. The husband wasn't working. Look at another leak. But this is how it's always been. They live here for free. I let people walk all over me. Let them take over my house. I appease everything. I caused this. I created this. Oh God. Oh my God. Even the baby moccasins I got her. Then my youngest daughter said that, you know, her and her friend will come and help me pack, I guess. I don't know. But I've never had any of my kids come and actually anything good come out of it. So I didn't jump on the offer, I guess. Or I'm just sad. Why the fuck? You know, I can't. Why does this always have to be my life? You know, why am I doing this? I'm reporting this because it's just like never again. You know, I want my shoe back. I want my shoe. Or maybe it's her shoe. I don't know. I know this is something I would buy. I'm feeling bad now because what if it was her shoe? Like it could have been her wedding shoe. I just want my daughters to dress nice. These are all the clothes I bought for the baby. And my baby's gone and my baby's gonna forget me. Oh my God. It's like my other babies that they're gone. They're just gone and I never... I'm so tired of the loss. They don't tell there's another empty house. I'm just tired of this. I just want my family. Look, I have no carpet because when I got my husband, my now ex-husband, out of the house, he came in anger and ripped all my carpet out. He ripped it all out. And this is when I had my 6 grandkids living here and my 5 kids. So this is abuse. So if this shit happens to you, know that it's abuse. and call the police because that's something, of course, I didn't do. And then that ex-husband, look, they could have cleaned the trash up. This isn't that bad. But this was just put in here by Arthur. It's, it's not professionally put in, so it's that, it's fucking, the walls are all molded, I'm sure. It's just a mess. But this is like this because my ex-husband ripped out the bathtub and ripped out the carpet. And there's holes all in the walls because this is a big repair. Now, it's pretty sad or funny because me and my son are both, no, this is when Dad pushed me into the wall. I'm like, no, this is when he pushed me into the wall. Not even knowing which abuse stories. I remember I had I don't know what year, but one of my birthdays, I had a nervous breakdown after dealing with craziness. Ended up in the hospital. This is repaired really good. My daughter hired because she was thinking about moving in here, my oldest daughter, and she had a guy come, a professional guy, and he did the room. Like, that's why this room looks normal, except the walls weren't painted. But, or maybe she had them painted. She probably did, because it was probably going to be my granddaughter's rooms. Because I was giving my house away to my kids, because I think that's what they do, I don't know, it's crazy. But he punched the hole in this wall, and he had the boys kick me while I'm laying on the ground. It was still with my hospital bands on my wrist. The hallway closet door, yeah, he ripped it out. Oh, shit. God damn it. I just loaded that. I didn't even use it, and I drop it. God damn it. I don't even have any weed now. I don't have... it's so sad. I don't even have anyone to buy weed from. Because I don't know anybody. This house, I look at it and there's possibilities. This isn't even, to me, it looks bad, but I say, please, Lord, give me a do-over. Look at my mulberry tree and all the berries. It's like, I know I don't deserve it. It's like, look at, Lord, he's all, well, Kimberly, I've helped you out so many times and you keep fucking up. I just say, have mercy and just... I don't know, maybe this isn't bad. I'm not the one that's bad. Arthur was telling me it's bad. And he goes, I'm embarrassed for them that they left it like this. And it takes someone else to tell me stuff like this. Because I don't know any different. I don't know any different. I just think, it would actually be fun cleaning it up. Because everything's trash, so it doesn't matter. My trash cans are all full. I need him back. He's got my charger. I can't do nothing. I'm just wasting time, right? I'm just complaining I should get dressed. Or eat. I haven't really ate. I've stopped eating. And I'm gaining weight. I would never say that out loud. I would never say that out loud. It's weird that I'm even saying it. Then I think, what if it's something wrong with my health? Maybe it's bloating. I'm not saying I'm in denial that I can't gain weight, but it doesn't make sense. Maybe, I am drinking soda. Like, it's on top of everything. My clothes don't fit the same. I have a wardrobe of all my clothes, and it doesn't fit the same. That's insult to injury. That's like, and then you hear when you get older, it's harder, your metabolism slows and stuff. I need my phone. I have no way to charge my phone. They're supposed to turn electricity back on. I should call them, but I need my phone. There's no account number on this phone, so it's not going to take me to my phone or my account. I need to call my lawyer. Don't have my phone. Need to work on my statement because I have to write my appeal. Is it appeal to respond? I'm probably down to 7-8 days. I don't have my phone. Okay, how did I come out of this before? I just started talking about love. So happy thoughts. The happy thoughts. It's gonna hit night again. Not a happy thought, but it's gonna be dark again because I don't have electricity. Nothing's charging because I don't have my chargers. My phone, I'm surprised my battery of my car's been holding up. I should get dressed. I have papers I need the neighbor to look up. She's not my friend, but she was my kid's friend. But I'm living in a car, so I'm probably looked at as crazy. I'm not looked at as a grieving mom. I'm looked at the crazy lady who lives in a car in a tent in her front yard. I've been living in a car for 2 years. This is the longest I've stayed in my house. Probably because I never felt at home. If I washed my clothes, my daughter would make, did you wash the laundry? Everything, it's like I'm being corrected. And I fucked up a lot. And nobody understands why. Nobody understands why. And Arthur just has to just bitch and complain and put me down. But now I'm like, you know what? You don't earn the right to put me down unless you give me 7 positives. He can't do it. He'll never put me down because he could never have 7 positives. I've been known him for 2001 for sure. So 2020. And the whole time, does he love me? I don't know. He may think he does. I don't even know that. He can't even say, but I do love you. No. I'm sure maybe he did it one time. But I don't think no. Does he think I'm attractive? I do, so I can only assume that he does. But I love myself and I accept myself. I know I love myself and I accept myself, and I don't even put myself down because I love myself. I know I fuck up, but I'm not a fuck up. And I know, shit like this happens. I don't have the tools, or I don't know how to, it's just things I don't know how to do, and that's why I'm so fucked up. And I don't have any role models to, like, oh, okay, that's a good way, But I know when some things are like, like if I don't know if something's weird, then I would think, what would an officer say? Like an opinionated person? Or like, if I knew like Margaret down the street, she's like a tough mom. Like, what would Margaret do in this situation? That's how I'm thinking now. Is this disrespectful? I don't know. But if Margaret's kids did this to her, would Margaret think it's disrespectful? And I'm telling you, she would. Georgia, too. She was another strong figure in my life. Grandma Georgia. Okay. Talking about stuff that encourages me.
erases my despair, because I can go down a despair road really big, and it'll be out of, I'll be out of commission. And then ooh, it's been a while, but if I fall into depression or anxiety, if I feed it, which is so easy, it's so easy, because then the more it's there, it grips a hold, and it just covers you, and then you can't get out. And right now, just by a subject change, I'm out. And if I keep talking more positive, then I'll be hopeful again. I could feel in real time. I can feel my energy change. Now I feel lighter, less hopeless, less blamey. Because I know that's a trigger. Whenever I'm feeling like that poor girl, like I never have anything. Everything I have is broken, or I don't have the real stuff. So like if I'm painting, I don't have like the real tools that you need. Everything I have is broken. It's used. It's whenever I have that, and it's like I never have anything good, and then it starts catastrophizing, and everything I've ever had that was crap, it hits me all at the same time, and then I'm just gone into that. That's a trigger. So once I start feeling like that, I could go, oh, I've been triggered. Something, it's like but that's when things just keep going wrong and wrong and wrong, and then you have a good attitude and like smile through it, and it just keeps, something else will happen, something else, and then finally it's like too much. And then just, because it's all true, everything I have is junk and subpar, and I'm always broke. Then when I do have money, I give it away. Or Arthur will always blow his money, even though he's got 10 times more than I ever have. Before, when we were first together, when I was into him, he gave me nothing at all. And then we'd go to the dollar store. He would guard how I spend stuff, yet he buys lottery tickets. He will blow hundreds of dollars at the casino. He buys his expensive $10 drinks, and I'm eating off the dollar menu. But that was me. I didn't ask for more. And I would give him everything, and he had to work for nothing. And then after a couple of betrayals, and his true colors came out, and and like lying to be with another person, and I put up with it. I took him back because I was alone in this house. My son died. Everyone hated me. I had nobody. And I knew I could not. I'd go crazy. But the relationship with Arthur and I was never the same. And I think he's only here with me because he's got nowhere else to go. Maybe he got used to me. Definitely, he can let off his all the dark energy his dad throws onto him. He can unload it on me. And now that it clicked, where I lost that shine for him, that's when he steps up and starts doing more and starts to give. And the further away my heart is to him, the more, I can't say he's more present, because nothing's changed. Like, I'm never included in plans, and he comes when he comes, and
does what he wants to do, and I'm just everything improper to him. And he must prevent me from offending everybody or anybody. He's definitely the offensive patrol against me. I'm too loud, I'm too this, I can't do this because someone's there. Or worse, I can do this in this area, but the rules always change. The rules always change. Or when I think he's talking to me, and so I get comfortable and I'm talking, then he turns it around, like, because I'm always late. I have no concept of time. Then he turns around and almost snaps at me, like, you're gonna be late. And it's like, you were talking to me. And that happens. I get caught up and I feel relaxed and like comfortable. And then I always get in trouble for it. So then I stop engaging. I stop talking to avoid that. But then I'm an asshole for doing that. And, I'm offended. If someone gets offended, that offends me. Because now I'm supposed to act a certain way for someone else, around someone else. They can get the fuck out of here. I'm offended by their getting offended. I'm no less of a person. I don't look good on paper. You've seen my house. But with the right people in my life, if I have positive people in my life, that would affect me. I've never had that, so I don't even know what that'd be like. But it makes me feel excited. That's where I know what love is, even though I don't have it. And I do believe I experienced it once. I did, because that's where I know that person betrayed me too. But not deliberately. It's a long story. A long history. But I know that way was true love, and it'll always be there on both sides. But it'll never be. It would never be. But if it ever were, that's what love is. But I know I'm not, I'm even thinking about just going to a bar by myself. Why not? Or you'd eventually make friends. But men friends would be easier to meet, for sure, but because women aren't mean. But men, there's got to be good guys right out there that just doesn't want to take from you, use you. I don't want to have anything taken from me or to be used or be deceived. God, can't we just stop the bullshit? I think
I know now, I know I'm a lot wiser now. I married a murderer out of prison, so I know now that that's not a good thing to do. And I was so young and beautiful, and I had a house, a daughter, a good car, a good job. And I married a murderer out of prison. Who's now a 2-time felon. Because while married to him, he was arrested. He belonged to gangs in prison. I have that that childish brain, which is fun because the world's like a fun adventure, and I know wonder and amazement like every day. And I see the good in people, and I see what they could be, and I build them up more than they deserve and give them credit probably more than they deserve. And I don't tell them exactly what I feel or think because they don't want to hear that. And I don't want to make people feel bad about the things they're doing or saying or being or acting. And that's bullshit because I'm fake as fuck. I didn't know that then, but now it's obvious. If someone's fucking up, they should know and learn from it. If they choose to. If they don't, then that fucker's unhealthy for you. If they're going to keep hurting you and not give a shit, not even defend, make you guilty for them hurting you, that's abuse. And get the fuck out. Because after a while, if something's said repeatedly over time, that's how they rewrite history. And anything good that you ever did or the good qualities in you, they'll take them as their own. They talk shit behind your back about you to discredit you, but they do it in a sinister way but they care so much that they're concerned. My mom hated my ex-husband, but he sure could work her good. I remember I was in Arizona visiting and we were at a Walmart. I guess she got to the car before he did. He's like, "Where's Kimberly? You left her alone? What? Oh my God, you can't leave her alone." And she's like, "What?" So he rushes her into Walmart, her and my brother all looking for me because she left me alone shopping at Walmart. In a big old, everything, batteries at 5%. But everyone came rushing into Walmart like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know if they thought that someone would kidnap me or if I was gonna shoot the place up. I don't know, but it was a big panic rush. He had everyone like that. If he had a big control issue over where I was and what I was doing for 22 years. Where my son had to follow me when I'm walking. I wasn't allowed to go outside because if I did, I'm flirting with everybody. So just all of this hovering over, it makes people believe that you're crazy. You're treated like you're crazy. Even my kids they think I'm crazy. So it's hard to be normal around someone who thinks you're crazy because anything you say or do, just one little flip, it confirms it to them. And they can't humanize me or show any empathy. When my son died, I was alone. I have 5 kids. 1 passed away. Not one of my 4 surviving kids hugged me, held my hand. They just looked at me with disgust. Arthur argued with me the entire time and wasn't by my side. He dropped me off at the viewing. The second viewing, when Jasmine and the baby died, my grandbaby died, he didn't even go. And I was given the wrong address of the mortuary. My mom never called or sent a card or said I'm sorry. Even when the CPS took my boys, my grandsons, my 2 surviving grandsons, all she said was, well, you'll see them when they're 18. They were 2 and 4 years old. I was in their lives since conception. I went to the doctor appointments, through the birthday parties, woke up every morning to them. I can't even think about them because I haven't dealt with it. Since December 17th of 2021, I have not seen my 2 grandsons, my sons who died, his boys, who died in his arms. I mean, who were in his arms when he died. Well, he was holding his baby, my baby Ragnar, on his chest. And the 2 boys. Ragnar was 3 months old when my son died. My son was only 23. And his 2 older boys were 2 and 4. They were my everything wonderful. They were my life. I could still feel what their body feels like. When I'd come home, they're like, oh, my son's like, Christian, his baby, my son's Christian, and he had the baby Christian. And you know what? My 2 grandsons look like my 2 boys. They're identical. And for them to keep that from me, I don't know how these people are treating them. They don't even know I didn't know the people who have my grandsons. They were not a part of their lives. They're strangers to my grandsons. And then they were able to take him because of my daughter. It's a long story. My daughter didn't listen to my advice, didn't listen to my pain, and my dad abused me when I was little, and these repressed memories came back to me after my son died. Because I couldn't deal with my son, so yeah, let's have repressed memories come back, and that's what happened. And my dad was my best friend. And after realizing how ugly he was, and it like a butterfly effect, it raised me to keep the silence, protect the abuser, to accept the unacceptable. I was a target to be married by a guy just out of prison for murder. I was a perfect target. Very empathetic, very giving, caring, loving. And he was a taker. But when I met him, oh my God, he played games. He did everything I loved to do. And I'm like, and he saw me for me and gave me attention, which at the time I didn't even know that I didn't have any. I thought I had a good childhood. I didn't. And that's common. You know, a lot of people think, oh, I had a good childhood. My son that's alive, he thinks he had a good childhood. He didn't. You know, aspects of it were probably good, but it wasn't a good childhood. My face was deformed. Like, it changed the bone structure of my face. From just being beaten. The holes in the walls. You know, that was being pushed into a wall. I have old videos. And my grandbabies were raised in this. So I'm not as good of a mother as I thought I was. Because I raised kids. I stayed in that environment. And I was so delusional or so broken that I didn't even know that it was bad. But the fact that, you know, you make nice and make look good to the neighborhood or to school, everything, that should have clicked it off, but it didn't. You know, it should have set out the red flags. And I cannot believe Arthur's gone. He's been gone for hours. Probably playing guitar with his friends. Which is fine. But fucking... Or I could just get in the car and drive over there. But he knows. I have agoraphobia. I don't transition well to things. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why I can't. I know what I should do, but I'm stuck here. I should be getting ready. I get distracted easily, but it's not even that. It's agoraphobia, if you even know what it is. They say it's like you're afraid to go outside. Where I've been in my room, I wish I could document all this. But after my son died, I just never left the house. I think that's why I got stuck living in a car, because I live in a car. At least 2 years. I don't know how long. Because at least when I woke up, I was already outside, so I felt like I won, and it felt good. And it actually still feels good. But once I'm in the car, I could be in it all day. I wouldn't get outside. In the sitting position, it's so not healthy. But when I'm outside, I feel alive. In the sunlight, I feel alive. In the morning, oh my God, I love it. Everything I love, I don't. I deny myself, I guess. Because I'm only active at night. And it's so fucking lonely and scary. I can't do a lot because it's at night. I can't go out in the desert like with the dog or be outside because it's night and no one's out there and it's dangerous. Especially when you're a woman. And now there's coyotes around too. And no one's awake. No one's out there. Odd hours. And it's not that I like the night. I love the morning. But that's when I come alive. It's an ugly torture. And every day it's a day that I fuck up. And I know I'm going to be stuck with it. I'm not going to have his battery is dying. I have no way to charge phones. Now I'm getting down again. I'm crazy. My channel is about my perceived life, so I don't edit, I don't filter. It's raw and ugly, and I don't have the words. And I'm not that interesting. But I'm significant and I'm relevant and so much potential. Yeah, who wants to watch just someone who feels sorry for themselves and like do something, be Rocky. And I have a chance to do that. But every second that's passing is every second that I'm wasting. And now I need my fucking phone. I should go to the neighbor and ask to plug in my phone, right? I don't have chargers, maybe she does. That's probably what a healthy person would do and not just sit in here and cry. So let's see if I can do that. I'll get dressed, and if he's not here, then maybe make that step. It could happen. Today could be that day. Phone calls. I had a hard time making phone calls, but I've been managing it. I'm going to work. I didn't know if I could ever do that because I can't make a plan. I didn't even make it to my daughter's wedding. I had a whole anxiety panic attack. A meltdown, big time. Anything I touched just fucked up. And my kids know that I'm like this.
That's why they don't, I'm sure why they don't include me or invite me and leave me out of everything. Then I feel sorry for myself because maybe I'm getting what I deserve. And that's fair. But I deserve love too. Everybody does. And understanding. This is ugly that he can leave this long. But he's not my boyfriend. And I don't put any expectations on him. But this just kind of feels cruel. Because he knows I can't. This is the longest I've been in this house. You can't go back to yesterday. And I have no idea what tomorrow is. Can only get better, right? Shit. I know for a fact it could get worse. So, I gotta live for the moment and just do what I can do. I really wish you were a friend in real life. And that could answer me, so I just don't feel so alone. And so judged and so isolated and separated. And I do it to myself, but damn it. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna be given to me, so I gotta save myself, right? I'm sure. But it would feel a whole lot better if I had just love, one person at least that loves me. Well, I guess I do. Well, like that's the, if I have anyone to love you in the world, I guess that's the best person too. So I have that. I wouldn't want to be anybody else other than me. So there you go. At least I had this. And now I have a broken down car and I'm getting grim. Okay, stop getting grim. Next year, I'm gonna live for next year. I'm gonna be somewhere and it's gonna be awesome and amazing, and my channel will still be here.